Tommy, into the playoffs, how do you feel?
Great, yeah, delighted for the lads, delighted for the players in particular, because it extends their season and they've put in the hard work all year, like from training 4 mornings a week in January, February, they're tough mornings, they're grueling, and to get the reward for the playoffs is fantastic for them. I'm delighted. I keep saying it every week, they're a great bunch of lads, can't fault them for effort ever. And I felt like last week against Barrett was a good professional performance, and they took on board what we wanted to do, and tonight they definitely took it on board what we wanted to do, and it was, I always thought we looked comfortable in the game, and I never looked like losing, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to ask, a bogey team in Wexford, big team on the big game on the line, and then you come out and you perform brilliantly. It was a fantastic performance.
Yeah, I don't know, are they a bogey team? I think the first 2 years, I'm in the job 5 years, I suppose.
Got the run of wins against us anyway.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, the last couple of seasons, certainly last year and the season before. But we've always done okay down here. I remember winning 5-1 down here. We've won 1-0 last year down here, if I'm correct. So we were always going into this confident. They said all week we were going on for the win. We weren't coming down for a draw or holding back. I said that numerous times in last week's interview that we were coming down here for the win. And that's what we got.
What did you say to the players before the game to get them motivated or to get them into this match?
Yeah, look, we're as I said, we had nothing to lose really. We've nothing to lose in the one-off game, in terms of we've got to go and try win the game, and we shouldn't relish the pressure, relish the bit of nerves, that energy, bring the positive energy, get the crowd going from the start. We've got a good bunch of supporters there again tonight, and they cheered from the start, and it was great to see it. But look, sometimes you're a bit concerned when you don't take your chances, and you're well on top, and we should be probably 2-0 up in fairness, and they get a corner in the 46th minute and a free header to back post, and then you're worried. But overall I was quite calm tonight. I felt that we did on the pitch. I thought we played really well. The back four were really good. 2 boys in the midfield did their job really well. And in fairness, Lige in that higher position, that he does that job really well, links it and got us playing. And we knew, we identified the gaps where it would be, and we felt that Lige could get either side of their 6, and he did do that. And we got at him at every opportunity. Dixie worked his socks off, and the 2 boys out wide, they're fantastic professionals. So our front 4 really did well, defended from the front really well. And took the pressure off the lads at the back. But the lads did their basics right. That back 6 did their jobs really, really well. And look, to be honest, I know they scored from the set piece near the end, and it was offside. But I think everyone knows we deserve that one.
We didn't make a host of chances, but we definitely took the ones that we did make, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought we from set piece in the first half, there was a couple cleared off the line, there was a few scrambled, there was a few, headers that we should have done better with. But we had a lot more chances than they did, and we had a lot more entries into the box, and when you get that, that's the way the game is. There's plenty of matches where we didn't take our chances, and if they went 1-0 up, it could have been a different game. It's always about the first goal in these games.
Away form has been great by your own admission, but at the same time, was that probably the most assured away performance this season?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were proper well organised from start to finish. Everyone did their jobs properly. There's times this year where lads haven't done their jobs, and kind of certain times, and I've said this to the lads, so I'm not speaking out of shop, but I think tonight it all came together in what way we wanted to play, and what it was the right shape and the right way to play for the day that was in it. And look, everyone was excellent tonight. To a player, everyone did their jobs right. And, even Corey hadn't much to do, but what he did do, he did very, very well. So I'm delighted for the players. As I said, they're a great bunch of lads and a good professional performance. Yeah.
Season not over. Thankfully, we're on to the playoffs. We do take on Cove in the playoffs as well. We have beaten them this season, but they are a very good side. How do you approach it?
Like any other game, like we have all the games this year. We go to Marcus Field, it'll be rocking next Friday, and if we play like that, the way we played tonight, we'll give them a game over 2 legs. There's no doubt about it.
Does that win against them earlier in the season become key now, because it's something you can stick up on the wall and say we have beaten these guys, we can take them on, we can win this?
Yeah, look, I think in fairness, even the first game, they beat us 3-2, but they came back the last. We capitulated. It was just they got a goal and we lost momentum, and they got a lot of momentum, and you know, in fairness to the lads, they can finish, and they've scored a lot of goals this season. But like if we keep it tight and be professional, and you know, nick one, or you know, look, the games have been opened up against them. It's hard to call it. You know, I think we've won 1-3-2. They've won 1-3-2, and I was a 2-1 and 3-2, and they beat us 3-0. So, and like in fairness, even in the game down there, the first game, I think it was 2-1 as well. But you know, we were well in that game. The only game was the last game where they beat us well, when that was 3-0. We got a poor start to the game, so we have to start right.
Starting right is obviously important. Do you treat it as two cup finals, or do you take maybe a different approach as you try and take on somebody who has been quite a distance ahead of us points wise in the table?
Yeah, look, it's similar to tonight. You know, we got to be well organised. You know, hard to beat first and foremost, and you know, play with good attacking flair when we get the opportunity.
Fantastic. Well, Tommy, well done, and team, fantastic. We roll on to the playoffs.
Thanks, Kehlan. Cheers.